I used to make a bad impression doing that, oh, and that, doing that. Far too many times I would spend 2 hours getting ready, doing my hair and makeup, getting stressed, only to make a bad impression as soon as I sat down at the table because of dining rules I didn't know. I already made a bad impression. When we sit down at the dining table, no matter how stressed we are, we need to maintain a composed look. If we start the dinner acting frazzled and stressed out, the dinner is going to continue to be stressed out for the rest of the time. Instead, let's try something like this. Far too many times, I would spend 2 hours getting ready for a beautiful dinner out. I would fix my hair and makeup, only to sit down at the table and make a bad impression because of dining rules I didn't know. That looks much better. I still express that I was stressed, but my dining companions are not overwhelmed by the stress I'm expressing. The second thing I was doing that left a bad impression was, but first ladies, welcome to Lifestyle with Isabella. On my channel, I offer reliable advice for more beauty, more confidence, and a better you. Another bad impression just happened. As soon as we sit down at the dining table, we are supposed to take the dinner napkin and place it in our lap. The correct way to place the dinner napkin in our lap is to have it folded in two, and with the fold side, not with the side that opens, the fold, we place it towards us. And when we are done having dinner, don't do what I used to do. Taking the napkin and place it on top of the plate. Or then I went to the other extreme. After dinner, I would take the napkin, fold it nicely, and place it next to my plate. No, when we are done having dinner, we just casually lift the napkin and place it on the left side of our plate. Speaking makes me thirsty. I just need to get some water. Did you catch that? If you didn't, you're probably making the same mistake I used to make. When we take a drink from a glass, we're supposed to always drink from the same spot to avoid leaving lipstick marks all around the glass. Let's try instead this. Speaking makes me thirsty. I just need to get some water. We put the glass down. When we pick it up, we pay attention where we left our lipstick mark and we drink from the same spot. I'm so hungry. I'm going to have some bread and butter while waiting for dinner. This looks so good. I wonder which piece I should get. I'll take this one. I love bread and butter, especially when the bread is nice and fresh. Hold it. That was 2 bad impressions just by eating some bread and butter. When we want to take a piece of bread or anything food related from a plate of food, instead of looking through the plate of food, figuring out which piece we like best, we're supposed to pick up the piece that's closest to us and put it on our plate. It looks beautiful, seamless, and elegant. Then, instead of putting butter over the entire slice of bread and taking a bite after the slice of bread, I'm laughing because I used to do that so many times. I thought that if I just take like this, no, doesn't matter if you just take a small bite, no. We're supposed to tear off a bite-sized piece of bread. We take a little bit of butter. While we have the bread on the plate, we put the butter on the bite-sized piece. Carbs. I do love bread and butter. That's the proper way to eat bread and butter, and we make a beautiful impression. Dinner is here. I'm so hungry. This is still quite a struggle for me because I love food, and once the food is placed in front of me, I want to attack. I'm making conscious efforts to pace myself when I eat my food, so I'm counting my bites. I go 1, I say in my head, 2. After I take 3 to 5 bites, I make myself place the utensils on my plate and I take a 3 to 5 second break. Afterwards, I pick up the utensils and resume eating at the same pace. That just looks so much better. Oh, when we are sitting down to have dinner, we should not use our utensils to gesture. The only thing we should do with the utensils is to eat. We can rest our wrists holding the utensils like this, or if we are taking a break, like I mentioned previously, from eating, we place the fork and the knife in a V on our plate. By placing the fork and the knife in an inverted V shape, we signal the waitstaff we are taking a break from eating. Once we are done eating, we place the knife and the fork side by side, just like this. That signals the waitstaff that we are done eating and that they can clear our plate. Restaurant Isabella is a European-style restaurant. Doggies are allowed. After dinner, I often like to have a cup of coffee or tea. Of course, this is wrong. Thank you for the reminder. That can get a bit annoying. Nonetheless, we should not stir our beverage like this. Do you even hear that sound? Oh. Instead, gently move the teaspoon back and forth, and we just effectively melt the sugar into our beverage. That was such a wonderful dinner. Excuse me for 1 second, my lips always get dry after dinner. Under no circumstance we should apply, fix or check our makeup at the table. That includes applying lip balm. Do you hear, Isabella? That is my weakness, applying lip balm at the table, because I am too lazy to do this. If my lips get dry after dinner and I want to apply lipstick, lip balm, check my makeup, whatever, I should say, excuse me, I will be right back, get up, walk to the ladies' room and do whatever I need to do to my makeup and then come to the table. All I want to say, if that neighbor of mine doesn't turn that music down, I'm gonna go down to her house and whip her ass. Ladies, how did that make you feel? Wait, don't answer that just yet. Listen to this. All I want to say, if my neighbor doesn't turn that music down, I'm going to go down to her house, discuss the situation because we need to find a solution. So ladies, how did that statement make you feel? And how do you regard me now? This applies equally to men and women. Bad language is never allowed under any circumstances. I've never used bad language until the passage I just said earlier. It was not easy. I felt like I was gonna cry. Yes, I realize this makes me sound very prissy, like, oh, I never used bad words before. This is the reality, and this is going to offend some people, but I'm not going to apologize for saying it. Bad language is trash. Whenever we use bad language, we sound like trash. I don't want anybody to learn that the hard way. I learned 5 etiquette rules the hard way. If you want to know which those rules those are, I have the video right here, ladies. I'm also linking the video down below in the description. I'll see you over there.